Hi, welcome to Corky's Tea Time. We were suffering from a little cabin fever the other day. We just needed to get out of the house, just go for a ride, just see outside for something. Anything just to get out and about for a little while. And we stopped at our local thrift store. And not looking for anything. I don't need anything. I don't need to go thrifting. I don't want to go thrifting. We're just looking to be outside and fill some void, just have something to do, the distraction or however you want to call it. And we just walked around, looked through things, and we got over by some canning jars, and my husband goes, well, there's some canning jars. And I said, well, I am looking for pint size, but everything was quart. And as we were looking at the jars, he pulled out 2 jars from the back. And as I measured these jars are coming up at 7 inches. They are 7 inches tall. They look like this. They're pretty tall. And they are wide mouth. And it has some numbers on the bottom. It does have a freezer fill line up here at the top of the jar. Right here at the top of the jar, there's the freezer fill line. It has fruit on one side, and it says ball mason, wide mason on the other. It says ball wide mouth. And then down here on the bottom, it has some numbers. And they're very hard to make out. But I've never seen tall, thinner jars like that. And I have a couple of lids here to show that they are wide mouth lids. That is a wide mouth. I'll put that on here. And it fits perfectly. Just if my jittery hand can get it, there it is. Wide mouth mason jar, 7 inches tall. I've never seen anything like that. I don't know anything about these jars. Now, I have no idea what to put in them. As far as canning goes, I wouldn't use them for canning. But I am going to use these to put my tea in. I have some dried loose leaf tea. And in the other jar, I'm going to put my cloves. I have dried cloves. And so I'll put those in the jar. And so we got them for $1 each. There are 2 of them, so I've never seen 7-inch tall jars. And they're pretty cool. And I've washed them up, scrubbed them up good. And that's a brand new ring and lid out of my box. And it just says mason jar. Genuine. Let's see, let's find a pair of glasses, see if that helps any. I'm sure it will. Yep, and didn't really look for anything else while we were there. Like I said, I don't have any needs or wants or anything from the thrift store, so just looking to pass some time. It says genuine ball mason. Sculptures. Oh. Genuine ball mason sculptures, glass. Number on the bottom says 124A mason jar, and then it has a A3. And that's stamped on the bottom of the jar. And like I said, 2 of them marked exactly identical. So I have no idea about the jars. Now what's really funny is this one says A5 and this one says A15. But other than that, it's stamped exactly the same on the bottom. So it just might have been like this came from that batch and this came from that batch. But I've never seen jars like this before. I just think they're so cool. They're very tall, 7 inches. I have the ruler here. You hold it up to the jar when it's 7 inches. And pretty cool though, but I don't have anything that I would can in a jar that big, and I don't have freezer space, so I will be putting my loose leaf tea in there. And in the other jar, I'll be putting my whole cloves. And let's see, what else is there? Oh, the weather here has been cool. We were driving down the road that day that we went to the thrift store, and it was drizzling out, just a little bit of rain. And then as we were standing at the cash register paying for these jars, it started snowing. And so there's the 2 jars with the lids on. And the snow didn't stick. It was just enough to get everybody by the windows going, oh my goodness, you know. But that's pretty cool having those jars to put my tea in. That's pretty neat. Other than that, let's see, not much else going on. Still in the market looking for a second dog for my dog. My dog needs a dog. I want a dog for my dog. Now, chickens. We had a conversation this morning about chickens. Well, not just this morning. It's for the past couple of days we've been talking about chickens. Weeks, even, I think. And what we're talking about is, should we set up a chicken coop? Should we go get us some chickens? I've raised chickens before. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. But those birds grew up to be beautiful birds, and they were great egg layers. So I didn't have a chicken coop at the time, but I knew a lady who did, and I gave her the chickens. And I have thought about the chickens off and on through the years. And so we're talking again briefly, you know, off and on, about doing chickens again in a chicken coop. But before I get really diving into it, I need to read some books. I need to do some reading and learning and meet other people who have chickens, because I didn't know about all the illnesses that chickens could have. And then it makes me say, do I really want to do it? Do I really want to go down that rabbit hole? And the thing about animals is, I'm the type of person, when I'm with an animal, it's a commitment for life. It's not, you know, I see so many times people posting free roosters and free chickens, you know, and they're like, you know, talking about how violent the animal is. I'm like, it's a little bird. But I guess some of them chickens and roosters can be pretty mean. So do I want to try and do this or what? But I really have given myself the advice to do some reading and research and know what I'm doing and go in with eyes wide open, instead of just saying, oh, these are so cute, I'm going to get these for the kids, and we raise them and they come out beautiful and they're great egg layers and they go off to another farm. We never got the benefit from them, but it was fun raising them. So we will see how it goes. I'll keep you posted. Other than that, y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.